just start right there. Adam Stavridis, we're going to go to you. This weekend, certainly, if you care about America's place in the world, had to be one of the most concerning, certainly, I'll just say, the most depressing. In Donald Trump's year and a half in office, I must say that, at least for me, my worst expectations were actually met this weekend at the G7 meetings. What's the impact on America and the world?
I share your concern, and you know, if you're getting ready in a schoolyard to face a bully, which is Kim Jong-un, you would think you would want to kind of gather your friends around you. I mean, here was a perfect setup. Walk into a summit meeting with the largest economies in the world, all U.S. allies. Why not come out of that with a strong sense of community to go face this awful dictator in Singapore? So it fails the pragmatic test. And Joe, even worse, kind of the tail end of the whole thing, he goes after NATO. As a former Supreme Allied Commander, I kind of pick up on that. And I'll tell you, when you so aggressively go after the European allies, you drive them away from us, and to do it right now at this moment is just, it's bad geopolitics.
And Michael, here we are, 1 week after celebrating, remembering what happened, what the United States and what our allies did, D-Day, and to see the attacks. And again, no strategic purpose for those attacks. In fact, the attacks against Trudeau were strangely, weirdly personal. I don't quite understand what's going on there with Donald Trump. I don't know if he is threatened by Justin Trudeau being younger. I have no idea. But it would be one thing if you could say, hey, Canada has really been screwing us for 30 years. Right. I mean, listen, you could say that about China. Yep. You could say that. I mean, you talk to business people who say, don't like the tariffs, but China has been screwing us for 30 years economically. You can't say that about Canada. You can't say that about Germany. You can't say that about our allies. I'd ask you to put it in perspective, but something like this has never happened before, has it?
I can't think of a president who has done something like this. And the problem here is a couple of things. One is what we know, Donald Trump has a temper and he reacts in emotional ways that may not be in our American national interest. Number two, despite what he says, this is a neophyte. You know, he hasn't been in diplomacy. You know, Richard Nixon went to China in '72. He had been doing that kind of diplomacy for 20 years. Ronald Reagan for probably 15 years when he met with Gorbachev. Yeah. And the other thing is that with Trump, you always have to keep in mind whatever relationship with or orientation he has toward Russia, whether that is a shadow and an overlay and part of his motive in trying to wreck this alliance.
Still a mystery.
And even what he may do in Singapore
you said
tonight.
That, trying to wreck this alliance, and you have Donald Trump trying to get Vladimir Putin and Russia into the G7, trying to make it a G8, which makes no sense at all. They invaded Crimea, which Donald Trump defended the invasion this weekend. You have him now going and meeting Kim Jong-un and basically rolling out the red carpet for Kim Jong-un, defending Vladimir Putin, attacking Canada, France, Germany, Britain. And I just say the question that hangs over all of this in this town is, where the hell are the Republicans? Mitch McConnell, and we will get to it, saying that this is the high water mark for conservatism.
That's not even.
That's a vile statement.
So it seems he's only consistent on Russia and also on Kim Jong-un. If you look at the president over the course of his first year in office.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.